we go with our first fight from the Strand, New England Explosion. Ooh, Mihalos, both of them coming out firing, smoking. Sousa landing left and right, just landing an uppercut. Mihalos firing wildly. Both fighters just with a plethora of throws in this opening moment.
So far it looks like Mihalos has the better punches though.
Yeah. Ooh, right now Mihalos just landed a good right. Ooh, Mihalos again. This just looks like a brawl right now. It doesn't look anything like a fight, and you kind of expected that with two first-time pro prospects entering the ring.
Well, they're both hungry, and they're both really looking for the knockout here.
Yeah.
That's what it appears to be. And they should really think about fighting smart instead of just going out there to slug.
Mihalos now trying to counter a couple of Sousa's punches, coming in with the right. Mihalos firing wildly once again. Sousa looks to be the more trained of the two, while Mihalos just seems to be flying with his rights and the left wildly.
Well, Mihalos came out firing away, and it looked like Sousa just weathered that storm, and now it looks like he's getting down to boxing now.
The first couple minutes of this fight just seemed to be a melee, while the rest of this fight looks like it's going to be a real boxing match, which you have to give the edge to, by the looks of it right now, to Mike Sousa from Providence, Rhode Island.
I agree totally. He looks like he's more calm in there. He's playing smart. You know, he's not thinking too long, but he's thinking out there on what his game plan is.
It's obvious Sousa wants to land the left jabs and then set him up for his right uppercut, which he's already tried once today. Mihalos just wants to mercifully beat Mike Sousa into the ground, it looks like. Ooh, good connection by Mihalos with the right. Another great left hand. Sends Sousa sprawling a little bit, but Sousa coming right back in a break by the referee.
Big punches thrown by Mihalos. If he keeps getting those punches in, it could be an early night.
With wild rights and lefts into the midsection in the head of Sousa, just seems to be taking over this first round as it goes into the latter moments. Fight is circling around, trying to gain position. Sousa with the jab. Mihalos looking to set him up for those wild rights and lefts that he's been using for this first round. There it is, and another break. A couple breaks so far early in this first round. The referee's going to have a busy night, it looks like.
It looks like both of them were brought on by Mihalos, though,
yeah.
And that could tire out Sousa itself.
Sousa trying to set up for some lefts, and it just looks like Mihalos just has a bigger reach than Sousa. Just beating him with the wild, flailing lefts and rights into the head in the midsection of Mike Sousa. And that's the end of the first round. A wild first round as it seems.
Well, I would have to give that first round to Mihalos. I mean, he looked like he was the aggressor out there. He threw a lot of wild punches, but he was the aggressor out there, and I'd have to definitely give that one to him.
The key is going to be, is this tempo the style that Mihalos wants throughout this 4-round affair, or is Mike Sousa just going to wear down his competition and try and edge it out, try and keep it going? Otherwise, this will be a short fight for the Providence native.
Well, we're now looking around here. It seems like a lot of electricity going through the building. Place is pretty much filled up here.
It is a full house here for the New England Explosion number 3. A lot of people, a lot of dignitaries, a lot of celebrities. Angelo Pazienza, I see right away, is in the crowd. Like we said before, Jimmy Birchfield from Jim Birchfield Classic Entertainment. As we get ready for round 2, the key is going to be for Sousa to slow down the tempo to get it to his kind of fight where he can just beat on Mihalos with the jabs and set him up for the right uppercut. As they circle each other, Sousa hit him with some jabs, while Mihalos once again looking for that big knockout punch, flailing wildly with the left and right. Both fighters seem really determined here in this opening stages of round 2. Ooh. 3 rights, 4 rights, 5 rights, and Sousa just wedges them by. He doesn't seem to be affected, but they will take his toll in the later rounds of this match.
Once again, we're scheduled for 4 rounds. Now, Sousa doesn't have much experience in amateur fighting, so that could cost him in this.
It seems as if Sousa can try and catch Mihalos while he's trying to come with one of those wild right or left. He might have a chance in here. The key is going to be for Mike Sousa to catch him while Mihalos is off guard.
Yeah, if he could duck under one of those wild swings and bring up an uppercut, he could knock this guy out.
Oh, definitely.
He's got the power to do that, so.
Once again, the fight is circling the ring, trying to gain an advantage. Jabs by Sousa seem to be slowing down Mihalos a little bit. Mihalos, connected with a big left. He's trying to set him up again with the right. And another right in front of us. Setting him up with another right. Sousa seems to be tiring a little bit. You can see his pace starting to slow down a lot. The big man is starting to have an effect with those flailing left and right.
Kind of reminds you a little of George Foreman, huh?
He does. He reminds me a lot of Butterbean.
Butterbean, too.
Butterbean more than George Foreman because of the size of him, the roundness. George was a big man. Once again, Mihalos just taking Sousa around the ropes and beating him with the rights and the left. Sousa with the left and the right jab, starting to make an effect.
Making a comeback here.
Sousa with the first sign of life in this fight, connected on a lot of combos. The jab's starting to get to him. He needs to capitalize and not back away.
A big straight left.
Mihalos coming right back though. Both fighters seem right now at the stage to be tiring, and we're going to be looking for a short fight here pretty soon if this keeps going on. Mihalos with the big left again. It could be a big left and a big right. He's just beating him. And a break by the referee. Sousa starting to really get light on his feet. In a standing 8 count by the referee right now.
He looks out of it right now. He got hit with some big shots. Sousa, it seems like it's only a matter of time now.
Yes. He's throwing a lot of combination left and right. A lot of combinations. Sousa just trying to stay into this round. We have about 5 seconds left in this round. It looks like Sousa will stay in it. Just by the ring of the bell. To paraphrase an old pun.
What a tremendous second round. Mihalos looks solid. His punches are connecting and at a vicious rate. I mean, you're talking like 2 out of every 3 of his punches seem to be connecting now.
The first 2 minutes of this round seem to be a little bit back and forth. Both of the fighters seeming to trade punches. But the last minute and a half, you have to agree, was dominated solely by John Mihalos. Countering a lot with the right and the left, seems just to be coming in and coming on strong. It'll be a wonder if Mike Sousa will be able to make it through this 3rd round. If he does, he's going to have to really suck it up and really come in with a great effort here for the rest of this fight.
Oh yeah, he's got to keep his distance right now in this 3rd round, or he's in trouble. Now, mind you, he's already down 2 rounds to 1. I mean, 2 rounds to none. He's got to win these next 2 rounds and probably knock down Mihalos in order to win this.
His strategy has to be sticking and jabbing and moving, just like he's doing. As the 3rd round starts, Mihalos starting to move a little bit, while Sousa just butterflying out there. Jabs being exchanged by both. Mihalos starting again with those wild rights and lefts. And they're in the corner, backed up once again, broken up by the referee. Sousa with the jabs, with the left jab, setting him up for the right uppercut, it looks. Mihalos just coming in, not being at all affected by those. And a right, and another break, it looks like, by the referee. It seems at all times, if anything's getting started, a break has been being called.
Sousa just doesn't seem to be displaying the power he has. He looks like he's out on his feet.
Mihalos lunging wildly with the left, trying to probably set him up once again for that right uppercut and the wild right hand that he's been famous for in his amateur days. Once again, they're circling the ring. Mihalos gets him up against the ropes, but nothing materializes from this exchange.
Now, the expression on Sousa's face, he looks like he's done.
Mihalos with a wild right that gets nothing but the air. Sousa just jabbing at nothing right now, it looks like. Just hoping that he can connect with something, in a big left hand from John Mihalos seemed to have some effect again. Sousa just looking for some kind of answer right now against the big prison guard from France.
Another right.
Oh, and he seems to be on his feet again.
This could be
he
it.
is off his feet. Big right and left. Wildly, and the referee breaks it up. And he calls the fight. It's over in the 3rd round. The prison guard from Princeton, Rhode Island, John Mihalos, professional fight. Scores